So what are the main objections you're getting when it comes to people not having the urgency to move forward and start their project?
Man, bro, so that's the thing, bro. So I jumped the gun too quick, bro. So like I put the closer in because I assume he had like some like more sales experience than he ended up having. So then when I put him in there, like I was gonna let him develop I had the general script of what I sent them in with, but there wasn't like a script that we were following. So like it's hard to say what the objection is. Like I need to get in there now, which is what I'm working on, like reactivating them.
I know the objection, bro. I know the objection. It's the fact that you're not on the call. And I was gonna tell you this earlier, like I think you did jump the gun with the closer too early because it's not a sales problem, right? It's just a follow-up problem. I'll kind of walk you through like how we see contractors winning with follow-up, but pretty much there's a disconnect between who is the face of the brand and then who the homeowners are hopping on the call with. So the fact that you're in all the content, you're in all the ads, but then when they hop on a call, they're talking to some random ass closer. That's the fact that you're not closing, and that's like the big disconnect where all closing is, bro, is trust. People decide they want to work with you before they even hop on that sales call. So the fact that they weren't hopping on a call with you and you weren't the one closing them, that was the fact that you weren't being able to close. I think the closer was a little preemptive, and I think it was a mistake in the fact that it reduced trust instead of built trust off the bat with homeowners. Because they weren't seeing you. They weren't talking to you, even though you're like the face of the marketing. That makes sense?
That makes sense.
But other than that, I think you have seen the fact that the ads worked. The ads did help you target those ideal people. But what we're seeing right now is off the bat, like that market we're trying to target with just remodel condos, super small, like super small. I was surprised that the ads performed this well, to be honest. But what we're seeing right now is the cost per lead doubled. And I don't think you're going to have the ad spend to maintain that cost per lead. So what we were telling you was it's time to start expanding into Lincoln Park, where you have actual homeowner markets, which is way more opportunities for you to start growing. That might not be the market that you want to really grow your brand in, but on the ad side of things, like that's where you for sure get lower cost per lead, higher or lower cost to acquire a customer, and you actually get faster results and faster closes. And I think you have enough projects to showcase in that area to get good results as well. So I feel like going into summer, it's remodeling season, bro. So I would double down on going after those bigger markets, homeowners in those like Lincoln Park areas, and you'll probably get a lot more results by going after that bigger market.
Got it. So basically, cost per lead double, so we won't have budget to maintain because it's $100 a lead versus it was like $50 before, right?
Yeah, it was around 50 to 60. And the reason it doubled is because the market we're targeting is super small. So right now, Meta is struggling to find more and more people just because I think we've exhausted the market just on the remodel side. And I knew going in it was a smaller audience. But now, like, we suggest tapping into bigger markets to get new or fresh data into your account.
Gotcha, bro. And do you think it'd be also like a creative thing? Like if you ran like a different creative?
I don't think it's a creative thing. It's just the audience size. The audience size is so small. It's like, so the area we're targeting, there's hella people in that area. But the people that own condos is probably like 800 maybe. So that audience size is super small for Meta to target. Whereas if you target Lincoln Park and like those zip codes over there, you have like access to 10,000 people. So it's not a creative thing. It's just the audience size is super small to begin with. But that's what we tested. Like we noticed the image ad going into like the beginning of this month. We turned that back on to see if it was a creative thing. And it did bring you a couple of leads. And you can see that the cost per lead was only $30 more than the video. But it, in my mind, when I was looking at the results and impressions, which is like how many people were reached, it was always shrinking regardless of how many new creatives we were launching.
I would say maybe we identified it, bro, but like my brain processes shit so fast that like now I'm just like I want to slow down a little bit, bro. Like
Dude,
just slow down.
I noticed that. I noticed that about you, the way you think as a business owner. You're like thinking 4 moves ahead, and I noticed that when you were talking about like bringing on a closer and like removing yourself. But if you look at our top contracting clients, they are still involved heavily in the marketing and sales, and they don't remove themselves from sales because they are also in the marketing. So there's that parallel between like homeowners, especially. The main factor is just trust, bro. Sales, the way you close is built on trust. And that's because homeowners already know they want to work with you before they even hop on a sales call, right? So it's not a sales like closing problem, it's a trust problem. So we always tell our contractors, and we look at the guys winning, that all of our clients that are running ads, if their face is in the ad, they're also doing the sales. They're on the sales call. They're closing the client. And that's why the trust is already built there because, they see you on the marketing side, they like you, they think you're genuine. If they don't see you on the sales call, it's like, what the fuck? Am I going to get closed now? Like, I don't want to get closed. But if you hop on the call, it's not a closing call. It's just like it's a next step in their journey to starting their project, you know?
Yeah.
That's the main thing I would note. Is don't try to move yourself from sales if you're still in marketing, you know?
On our current budget, we wouldn't have the budget to maintain, or it wouldn't make sense, right? Because you're spending $100 per lead.
I mean, it's up to you, right? If you want to double down in this market, I would tell you you're gonna have to like probably double your spend, and I wouldn't say you're gonna get double the results. I think you're gonna double your spend just to maintain your current lead flow. If that's a strategy you want and you can maintain that, go ahead and do it. But I would suggest if you want to really maximize your return on investment, we have to start expanding into different markets to get more data, bigger markets to target with your ads. But ultimately, I think that's going to help you bring bigger projects in those luxury markets. And it's not like you're going to change your whole brand, right? You're just expanding into the markets.
Cost per lead 100 versus $50 initial. And then that's because Meta is struggling to find more and more people. And it basically tapped out. Right.
Basically tapped out.
And like we don't think it's a creative thing because we tested the picture.
We tested we in total we had like 5 ads running throughout this course of the campaign, 3 image and then 2 videos. So it was never a creative or a diversity problem. It was just to begin with the market that we were going after, which is condo remodels, was very small to begin with. And we tried going after it to see if it was working. It did work in the beginning, but now we're seeing it's time to not change completely strategies, but expand into different markets. You can still keep running this if you want, if you have the budget for it. But I'll tell you, their cost per lead, if you target Lincoln Park and that shit, is going to be like $30 to $50. So you're going to have like a 3x return on investment if you go after that strategy instead of doubling down on this.
Got it. And then you're saying that if we move into Lincoln Park, LP, and Lakeview, then we'd get a better return on investment.
100%, because it's a bigger audience to target. Those people need like complete interior remodels, not just bathroom, not just kitchen. Like they want the full 9 yards. And summertime is the prime time for remodeling, bro. Because a lot of people go on vacation and they just hire people to renovate their homes, and when they come back, their projects are finished. So right now we're seeing across the board is the time a lot of homeowners invest. Summertime is like busy season for a lot of contractors. Also figure out, that's just the marketing side. I'd also figure out on your end, like review all your sales calls, like review all the leads that have come in. Like why aren't they moving forward? Like why are they not, what are their main objections? But more importantly, like why is there no urgency behind them taking action? And that's the main thing I would tell you. Urgency is the main way that you're going to be able to close more deals. And there's 2 ways that we've seen contractors kind of optimize for urgency. Number 1, which I don't like, but a lot of people do, is you offer limited time discounts and promotions. So if you close by the end of the month, we'll offer you $2,000 off your project. I don't believe in doing that. It does work. It is a scalable promotional offer, but is that the brand you want to build? Probably not, because it cuts straight into your profit. Number 2 is just building more content, bro. Like since we've started running ads, you haven't posted any content that I've seen, new content. And that's also hurting you, because the way homeowners get urgency to take action is by building more trust with you off the bat. And the way you can build more trust with homeowners is not on sales calls, it's by showcasing more content of your projects. So what I'll tell you is, I don't know if you have active projects right now, but you want to be documenting like step by step what you're doing. Hey guys, we just started this demo process for this bathroom. Here's what we're doing. Hey guys, we just started this kitchen project. Here's what we're doing. And walk them through step by step the entire process. That is a way you can build urgency with homeowners. Okay, now I trust this guy way more because he's documenting the entire process, showing me what I can expect when I work with them. So those are two ways to build urgency. It's like one way, promotional discount offers, limited time offers, closed by the end of the month, we'll give you this discount. Or you just have to develop your authority by posting more content. And that's how you build trust faster, more urgency with homeowners, for them to take action, for them to trust you more, and for them to finally close on their projects and move forward. So those are two ways to build urgency. That's what we've seen work for contractors. And the second one is kind of takes time and money and effort. The other one is kind of simply just offering discounts. But it really just depends on what you want to double down on and how you want to be building your brand. So you have like 20 leads, right? You have all their emails. What he does is very smart. He sends a simple email, bro. I'll send you a screenshot of it, or the YouTube video that breaks it down. The simple email is this. He sends a blast email to all the leads. And the email is very simple. It says, one of our clients just, what's it called? One of our clients just moved their product to a later date. So we have an opening in our project schedule. We wanted to send an email to you guys because you guys showed interest in working with us. If you move forward and help us fill up this project slot, we will offer you a 5% discount on your project. That email, he's a pool builder, so he has like 300K projects. That simple email helps him close one project every time he sends that email, bro. And it's a simple email you can send where it's like not even a follow-up email to like your leads. It's a simple email like that builds urgency, right? Oh, I want to take advantage of that offer. Let me do it. So I'll tell you, like, you have all these emails, just send a blast email from your personal email with that same exact script and see if it helps you convert 1 to 2 homeowners. It's about how savvy you are with content. Like if you started doing more content now, like you have a project in Lincoln Park right now, right? Or starting. Yeah. If you go film more content in Lincoln Park and be like, Lincoln Park homeowners, we're working on this project. It's busy season for remodeling. If you want to get in our schedule, we only have a couple of slots left. And that's not an ad. That's just content, right? So if people get hit with your ad and they come to your page and they see, oh shit, he only has a couple of spots left. It's busy season. See, that's what I mean by urgency. And it's simple ways that you can just optimize for content to build urgency. And that's not even talking about sales. So I gave you kind of 2 strategies. Talk more about urgency in your content, and then talk more about urgency with your email blast that you're sending to leads to follow up with them.
Basically, right?
But the way you do that, bro, is for them to want to work with you is you have to be posting every day, like project updates every day in the market you want to be in. So I don't know how often you go to Lincoln Park for that project, but you should be taking your videographer there every day and freaking documenting what you're doing. Hey guys, we're day 2 of the project here. Here's what we're doing. Day 3, here's what we're doing. Day 4, here's what we're doing. A lot of people just post story posts, and that works to an extent, but if you really want to build that authority and build trust faster and build that urgency, like you need daily content. And that's why you see all the top contractors do daily content to build their brands, because they know if they run ads and they do daily content, that's what helps homeowners take action faster. Because they're seeing them working, they're seeing them busy. If they don't see you're busy and they just see that you're not posting anything, it's like, what's the urgency to take action, you know?
So I have I guess it's a limiting belief from a different like angle, but like, you know how like Instagram is aesthetic, like you know how like you can do like aesthetic.
Yeah.
So then like for me, and that's something I talked about with Zay, where he was saying like, hey bro, like for aesthetic purposes, I'd recommend that it's that like you don't post as much, because then
it's the opposite. It's the opposite. Look at the top brands in the space, in your market. You can go for aesthetic, but aesthetic only works if you have followers. You need to grow your audience and your following, and then you can worry about aesthetics. Right now, you're in the process of building the brand to become aesthetic. So you can't just like be aesthetic and then only grow with 300 followers, right? You need to post
Yeah.
daily content to build that authority to the point where then you can become that aesthetic brand.
Wow, that's fire. Yeah, that's fire.
But
To
we
become
only
aesthetic.
know that, bro, because all of our clients, they post daily. And they're big ass companies.
Yeah.
And like we've studied their marketing, and they are all luxury brands too, but they still post daily. And I don't think it's a limiting belief, but I think it's just they understand that if they want to build trust now and they're running ads, they have to be posting daily updates on what they're doing. Because that shows homeowners that you're busy, and that if they want to lock in a project with you, like they got to take urgency and action now, or else someone else will. And I think
Gotcha.
you'll for sure see if you do what we told you in this call, run the Lincoln Park ad, start posting more content on what you're doing in that area, you're fucking gonna start closing more projects.
Okay, so gotcha, bro. That makes sense. And then, so what's like the recommended like basically post once daily? That would be like the best case scenario.
Yeah, it's not even like forcing content either. It's just like go to your projects and showcase what you're doing. And I'm gonna send you a reel, right? This is one of our content clients, just to show you how we think about how to do this. So he's working on a big project for like an HOA. So I told him, bro, what we should be doing is documenting the entire thing so you can build trust with future HOA homeowners, because those are fat ass projects. Those are like 6-figure projects for them. So if you look at what we're doing, we're posting every single day of what he's doing. But we're not going out there every day. What we're doing is we go out one day and we film like 20 pieces of content, and then we spread those across the month. So we get like a whole month of content in just 1 or 2 days. So it's not like you have to go there every day and showcase. Like strategically take your videographer there one day and try to get as many things of content as you can.
Got it. And then I get your HOA example, whereas like if you show them what the process looks like through one project, and that's how you build trust, because you just walk them through the entire project the
Exactly.
process.
And that's how you build your authority as well, by showcasing that you can handle bigger projects.